Come into a comfortable cross-legged position to begin. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Lift the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale out of the mouth. Release the shoulders down. And feel the sit bones on the ground. Allow the head to lift tall toward the sky. And let the belly relax. Let the face relax. Shoulders maybe can relax even more. In all the softening, you can feel how the breath finds room to expand. Deepening the breath, filling the lungs. Feeling the body letting go a little more as you exhale. Continuing to relax. And we'll begin right away with some energizing breath. So we'll lift the arms up, curl the fingers so that only the thumbs are extended. The arms are like a letter Y. And if you can keep your eyes closed, bring your internal gaze either to the third eye between your brows or to your heart center. We'll do some breath of fire here. So we start with a breath in through the nose, and then we rapidly pump the belly for like a staccato exhale. Keep going. Inhale deep, bring the thumbs to touching, hold the breath. Pull up from the base of the spine, the anal muscles. Pull up from the belly. Keep contracting and pressing that held air all the way up, all the way up. Press the tongue to the roof of the mouth, roll the eyes up. When you need to exhale, hold as long as you can. When you need to exhale, just release the arms down. Just noticing what you feel. bring the hands around the shin or shins. We're going to continue to breathe rapidly. We're going to inhale and lift the chest and the eyes. Exhale and just kind of let that collapse down. And it's quick. Inhale, exhale, moving the spine with the breath. Faster if you can. Inhale, hold the breath. Stretch up through the crown of the head. Pull the shoulders down. Pull up from the base of the spine. Squeeze everything in and up. Hold, hold, hold. And this time when you need to exhale, release over, folding toward the ground. Deep breaths in and out. And then walk the hands in, roll yourself up, reach up, inhale. Exhale the arms down. And then notice the cross of your legs. Release the cross. Shake the legs out. Cross again the other way. Bring the hands to the shoulders. On an inhale, we're going to lift the arms up, opening the palms. On the exhale, we bring the hands down, coming into fists. And again, this is rapid, but not so rapid that you cannot coordinate the breathing and the movement. So as fast as you can without losing that coordination. In, up, down, out, down, out. Doing great. Keep going. Inhale, make fists and press the fists together. Holding the breath, pushing in, pulling up from the base of the spine, pulling up from the navel, pulling up at the chin, pressing the tongue up, rolling the eyes up, holding, pushing, lifting. And of course, when you need to exhale, just relax everything. Notice what you feel. Notice how you feel. And then inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold forward. Relax the head. Let the elbows bend and drop. If the elbows come to the floor, maybe take them wider so that there's still more room to drop. Breathe deeply, filling the body, noticing where the expansion happens inside you, and then letting go of the body as you exhale. Let the weight of the body be heavy. And then walk the hands in, roll yourself up. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale as you release the hands down. And then come over onto hands and knees. So you can either do a traditional cat and cow, or you can join me in doing a rapid one, staying in this theme of these energizing breaths. So if you're inhaling and your tailbone curls up, you feel the belly expand and the breath going in there and the eyes reaching up. And as you exhale and the tailbone curls down, the belly lifts up. And if you're doing it rapidly, it's less of a gradual curving of the spine and more of one quick movement. Inhale, hold the breath. Exhale, sit back on the heels. Take the arms out in front. Slow, deep breath. And walk the hands over to the right. And bring the right hand beside you. Push into the ground. Send the left hip back. Reach out through the left hand. Breathe long up the left side. And then take it over to the other side. Left hand beside you, pushing into the ground, sending the right hip back. Right arm reaching out away from that hip, long, stretching, breathing into the stretch. And then bring the arms back to center, extending them straight. Then lift your seat off your feet. Spread the fingers, curl the toes. Inhale. On an exhale, lift and straighten the legs. Press forward through the hands, back through the hips and thighs, and down through the feet. And you can stay here in downward dog, or if you want to work harder, then come down onto your elbows and then back up onto your hands. And down onto your elbows and back up onto your hands. And the next time you come to your elbows, or if you're not doing that version, come onto your elbows. Have your hands as close to shoulder width apart as you can, and then press forward into the hands and forearms, sending the hips back, relaxing the head down, feeling that deep stretch in the shoulders and breathing with it. Head relaxed. And then staying on the forearms, drop your hips, coming into a forearm plank. Level the hips with the shoulders and the heels. Breathe slow and steady. Lift the navel up to support the back. Extend back through the heels. And then lower the knees to the ground. Lower the pelvis to the ground. We'll come into a Sphinx pose. Rolling the shoulders back. Pulling the forearms back. Sending the back ribs forward. Sending the chest forward. Breathing across your collarbones. Feel your heart pulling away from your pubic bone. Good. Curl the toes under. Lift the hips. Walk the feet in and lift the hips all the way back into your forearm downward dog. And then back onto your regular downward dog on the hands. And inhale and lift the right leg up and look forward. Exhale, step the foot up between the hands. Leave your back heel off the ground as you come up. Good. Let's clasp the hands behind the back, roll the shoulders back, and then lift the arms. Press down through the left heel and bring the tailbone under. Breathe into your heart, expanding slowly across the chest. Sink down lower as you exhale. Step the back foot in a little bit, maybe halfway. Take your gaze down to the ground. Shift your weight forward into your right foot and start to lift your left foot as you hinge your torso forward and reach your arms up. If you need to use your hands for balance and you want to let go, that's fine. Try to lift the back leg level to the ground. Bend into the right knee. Bring your hands to the floor. Step back into a runner's lunge just for a moment. Step back into a plank. And then lower down to the ground, either by bringing the knees down first or going through chaturanga. Elbows bend by your side, lowering slowly. If you want to hover here for a moment, go ahead. And then press up into upward dog or cobra, and then back into downward dog. Inhale the left leg up, look forward. Exhale, step up between the hands. Keep the back heel off the ground. Lift your body up. Clasp your hands in your non-habitual clasp, whichever way you don't naturally want to do it. Opposite thumb on the outside. And then roll the shoulders back as you lift the hands off your back, any amount that's possible. And then sink the hips without bending that back knee. Push back through your right heel so that you're really, really straight in that leg. And then aim your tailbone for your pubic bone. Aim your breath into your chest. Good. And then step the back foot up a little. Take your gaze to the ground. Start to shift weight into your left foot. And hinge at the hips, lifting your right leg parallel to the ground. Continuing to lift your clasped hands if you're able, or releasing your hands for balance if you must. Good. Bend that knee. Bring the hands to the ground. Right foot steps back. Left foot steps back. Knees can come to the ground first. Elbows bend by your sides. Lowering either all the way down or hovering above the ground. And then either pushing into upward dog, or if your hips are on the ground, into cobra. And then curling the toes and taking downward dog. We'll hold here for a few breaths. So if you're feeling like you're needing a rest and you want to come into child's pose, feel free. And if you're in downward dog, see if you can find the rest here. How is this possible to be a resting pose? What can rest? Focusing on your breath, the mind can rest. Surrendering to the exhale, the back can rest. Good. If you're in child's pose, join us in downward dog. Inhale, lift the right leg, look forward. Exhale, step the foot up. And now bring the back heel onto the ground. Lead with your left arm, coming all the way up into a warrior two. Roll the inner thighs out away from each other. Relax the shoulders down. Sink down, bending the knee deeply. Gazing past your right hand, but not leaning toward your right hand. So as much weight is in your left foot as is in your right. Left hand comes down to the back leg. Right arm inhales and lifts up. And then exhale, lean back. Can you feel the breath filling up under those ribs? Inhale, arm up. Exhale, either bring the elbow to the thigh or bring the hand to the ground, but only if bringing the hand to the ground doesn't make you have to face down. So you have to be pretty open in your side body to come low enough to touch the ground without in any way folding over. So you want your belly to still be facing completely left. And then we'll bring the left arm overhead. Lower the hips even more. Deep bend in that right knee. And push back into the left foot, reaching out long through the left hand. And then bring the left arm behind your back. Walk it all the way over. Option one is see if you can wrap the fingers around the thigh. Option two, for those who are super bendy, bring the right arm under the right leg, behind you, bend the elbow, and find your left hand. And then roll the shoulders back. Open the chest, breathe. So it's perfectly fine to just have the arm still there and just the arm behind your back. The right arm still on the leg and the left arm behind the back. Just opening the chest. And then take the gaze up into the left. Roll that shoulder open. Beautiful. Release and bring the hands to the ground. Good. And then we're just going to step that back foot in about a foot. And then walk the hands back. They may have to come off the ground. That's fine. Just straighten the right leg. Get the body parallel to the ground. Send the hips back. Inhale and reach the head forward. Nice long spine. And then exhale. Scoop the lower belly in. Release the belly over toward the thigh. Let the head relax down. Keep drawing the right hip back. And then maybe even push into the right foot a little, shifting weight to the left foot a little more. Deep breath. Complete release as you exhale. Brave the territory that lives beyond the resistance. Good. Now walk the hands forward and lift that left leg all the way up, folding over the right leg. Let's try to straighten your right leg and reach up through the left foot. Bend the right knee, walk the hands back, bring the left foot back into your lunge, and then step back into plank, lowering down either knees first or just hovering. And then upward dog or cobra and downward dog. Inhale, the left leg lifts, look forward. Exhale, step the foot up between the hands. And bring the back heel onto the ground. Lead with your right arm like a windmill, coming all the way up into warrior two, both arms out to the side. Turn your belly to the right, but your gaze to the left. Then deep into that front knee. And also check with that front knee. It has a tendency to want to fall in this case to the right. So send it open over to the left. Let the shoulders relax. And then the back hand can come onto the back leg, the front palm faces up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lean back. You're still bent in that front knee. Slow the breath down. Fill it up under those left ribs. Inhale up and exhale down, bringing either the elbow onto the thigh or the hand all the way down inside the foot. Right arm comes up overhead. So if you've brought your hand down to the ground and your belly seems like it's sort of kind of facing downward, then come back up. We want to be really sideways, pushing back into the right hand and reaching out, pushing back into the right foot, and reaching out of the right hand. And then take that right arm behind you and maybe see if you can touch your thigh. Maybe wrap your fingers around your thigh. Maybe not, just wherever it can go is fine. You'll still get the opening in that shoulder. And then if you want to try bringing that left arm under the left leg and finding the right hand behind your back, locking fingers, go ahead and do that. And take your gaze up. Roll that right shoulder open. And release the hands. And turn your hips to the front and step the back foot up. Straighten the front leg and then come up so that the torso is parallel to the ground. Lengthen back through the hips and forward through the head. And then exhale, bring the belly in and let your head release over. Deep breath. Drop the weight of your torso. Hips back, left hip especially. And then start to walk the hands forward. Shifting weight into your left foot. Lift the right foot up. Pressing down into your standing leg, reaching up through your toes. Folding with the torso. Steady, slow breath, giving you strength and giving you calm. And then we'll just bring that right leg down beside the left leg. Bend the knees. Tuck the chin. Roll yourself up. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale down. 2 more breaths like that. And then let the arms rest, let the eyes close. And turn the palms forward. Feel your heart. Feel your feet. Feel your breath. And then let the weight shift into the left foot. With the eyes open. And bend into your left leg. Place your right ankle on top of your left thigh and flex your right foot. And then sit down in an imaginary chair behind you. And then take your gaze down to the ground and draw a line from your initial point on the ground all the way toward your left foot as you fold forward. You can bring your right hand to your right knee. You can bring both hands to your left shin. Not that important. See if you can even relax your head. Fold even more. Breathe even more. And then come all the way up. And stand with your eyes closed. And then shift weight into the right foot. Bend the right knee and place your left ankle above the knee, flexing the left foot. Take your gaze down, first starting at a spot away from you on the ground and then gradually bringing the spot closer and closer, bending deeper in the knee and folding further over your legs. Move your belly toward your spine. If you need to hold on to something, the ground or a wall, that's fine. You're still getting the stretch. And come out of it. Plant your feet, close your eyes. Feel your breath. Then step the legs apart with the toes wider than the heels. Not all the way apart, not as wide as they can go. And then bend the knees. Drop your tailbone. And take the arms out to the side and bend the elbows. Coming into goddess pose. And then sink down, deepening the bend in your knees. Draw the shoulder blades back and in. And then roll the shoulder blades down. Kind of imagining that you're tucking the elbows under. That might help the shoulder blades roll down. Good. Now we're going to twist and breathe rapidly. So you're going to exhale to the side. So the inhale is kind of passive and it happens as you're going from one side to the other. The emphasis is on the exhale, which is forceful. Exhale, 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 exhale. Inhaling through the center. Now let your eyes look all the way around behind you. Inhale, center, step the feet in, bring the arms up, interlace all the fingers except the index fingers. Hold the breath, lift up internally, hold, hold, hold. Pull the chin in toward the chest. When you need to exhale, release the arms and fold forward. Inhale, lift your gaze. Exhale, release your head back down. Inhale all the way up, bring the arms back into that steeple mudra, index fingers up, holding the breath. Lifting up. Exhale, release down. Close the eyes. Notice what you feel. And then take the feet a little bit wider again with the toes wider than the heels. Inhale the arms up. Exhale the hands together, bringing them to the heart as you drop the buttocks down, deeply bending in the knees. Press the knees out with the backs of the arms, maybe taking a fist or two fists to get those elbows wider and the hips more open. Lift up tall through the crown of your head. Draw your navel in and down, sinking the tailbone. And then bring the hands to the ground, bring the buttocks to the ground, and bring the knees. Bring the feet up with the knees bent. You can hold on to the backs of your legs. You can straighten the arms. You can bring the arms to your chest, which makes it a little harder, or up overhead, which makes it harder still. And then you can also straighten the legs if you want to come into the most challenging version of the pose. Focus on your breath. See if you can enjoy the breath. And then slowly lower the legs. Release the arms. And then bend the knees, feet on the ground. The arms again can be forward, chest or up, as we lower slowly all the way down. Just take a moment here, feeling your body, connecting with the ground, maybe enjoying that support, rest. The feet are hip width apart, under the knees. Roll the shoulders under, lifting the hips. If you can clasp your hands together under you, go ahead. If not, you can leave the hands down, or you might want to grab the sides of your yoga mat. Shoulders roll in so that you really feel like you're on your shoulders and upper arms. Your neck isn't even on the ground. And then push into the feet, pressing forward to lift the hips up. And then press into the arms to lift the ribs and the chest up. And if your hands are clasped, pull them apart. See if that helps get those ribs up even higher. Push into the feet, lift higher still, breathe deep. Notice which thumb is on the outside of your clasped hands. Slowly lower your hips, release your hands. Press your back into the ground. And then we'll either come into the bridge again, or for those who want to, you can come into a wheel pose, bringing the hands kind of under the shoulders with the elbows up, pushing into the feet, lift the hips, and then come onto the top of the head. Maybe this is as far as you get today, or if you want to straighten your arms and push all the way up, go ahead, or just be in the bridge again, pressing forward into the feet to lift the hips, pressing into the shoulders and pulling the hands apart if the hands are clasped to lift the ribs. If you're in the wheel, lower onto your head, and then lower down, and then we'll all come down. And then lift the feet and bring the hands to the thighs. And press the hands against the thighs as you press the thighs against the hands. Hug the knees to the chest. Return the feet to the ground. Lift the tailbone, tuck it under. Release the legs and shake them out. If you're using an eye pillow, place it on your eyes. And then we'll all leave. Press the arms out, away from the body, palms up. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Releasing the weight of the body into the ground. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, releasing the jaw. And inhale deep. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the activity of the mind. Letting go of thoughts. Focusing your attention on the feel of your breath. Letting go of breath. Breath happens without your help. And you rest your attention on the feel of your breath, just as the body is resting on the feel of the ground. If the mind wanders, it's fine. Just bring it back again, even more relaxed. Letting go, letting go, letting go. Breathe into your heart, with the fingers and the toes. Reach the arms overhead, take a deep breath, stretch long. Hug the knees to the chest and rock from side to side, feeling the ground massaging your back. Come center, rub hand to hand and foot to foot. Waking up the energy in the body again. Then roll over onto your side, resting your head on your underside arm, resting your body on the ground, resting your awareness in whatever is present in this moment. If there's any sense of peace, maybe really appreciating yourself for that gift. And when you're ready, slowly come up to sitting any way you're comfortable. Your head lifts last. Sinking down into the sit bones, lifting tall through the crown of the head. Inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, the hands together at the heart. Inhale the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders relaxed down. Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in. Let it all go. Drop the chin to the chest. Namaste.